Coop, I can't even call you a bum. Cooper Rush, I can't even call you a bum. Dog, Cooper with ice in his veins to Amari Cooper. God! Football is a strange lady. Football is the strangest lady. Hey. Cows win. That was me going crazy. Coop to Coop. Now listen, I'm raising my hand, okay? One thing about Foots, I will jump in front of my waffles. I will jump in front of anything that I've said that I have to go back and eat crow on, I'll eat crow. I had absolutely no faith in Cooper Rush. Why would I? What has Cooper Rush shown me? Like, seriously? Dallas cut Cooper Rush, brought him back. He was with the Giants for a little bit. He had maybe one good training camp. Everything else has just been mid. You know, and then what makes things worse is freaking Mike White balls out today. Like, are you kidding me? The same Mike White that if you go on this channel, I said we need Mike White on this team. Nonetheless, Cooper Rush played an outstanding game. Like, I'm not going to take anything from that dude. The fade to Coop at the end of the game was amazing. Like, this feels great, guys. You know why it feels great? Because one thing about Foots is I'm not the homer that's going to say, oh, Dallas can win every game. When Dak was out, and we'll get to that, when Dak was ruled out and you started hearing the reports that Dak was first of all, I didn't like the move. Second of all, this Vikings defense, as we saw tonight, like, they're good enough to take away one thing that you want to do. They chose to take away the run, and up until that seam pass to Cedric Wilson, it was looking like, you know, we might need to throw in the backup Will Greer because, you know, Cooper Rush really hadn't shown us much. And then, boom, that play happens. But the defense, guys, and we'll talk about it, the defense just played outstanding. But let's just piggyback to that last drive. I thought that Ezekiel Elliott, we need to give him a big clap, give him a Vash Lombardi war cry. War cry. Ooh, ah, ooh, ooh. Whatever the chant is. The whole point is this. Zeke, let's talk about it. You see Tony Pollard, great player, but in blitz pickup, he didn't do a good job. And Cooper Rush got destroyed, and it was a turnover. Dallas had no turnovers tonight, by the way. It's kind of tricky, but this defense, I'm going to get to that defense. Oh, my God, I'm going to get to that defense. But Tony Pollard, iffy in pass pro. Ezekiel Elliott threw his body around all night in pass pro. And then on the last drive, I'm thinking, okay, why is Kellen Moore not running the ball? Why is he, Kellen, you know, we can still run the ball, then we get the hold, but we were able to move down the field and we get in the red zone. And then, boom, there you go. Zeke, just quick dump off, trying to get back in field goal position. And Zeke just quick dump off, boom, breaks 3 tackles. That's unselfish football. That is why I say this is Dallas's year. I'm just going to say it. You are who you are. I've said it all along. Bill Parcells has an old saying, you are who you are. By week 6, you know who your team is. It's now week 7. You're 6-1. We know that this is a good football team. And I'll be honest, I think this is our year. When you have guys like Cedric Wilson stepping up and CeeDee Lamb, even after a bad catch, able to come down and catch the ball, with Coop doing what Coop is doing. You know, hell, Cedric Wilson playing some quarterback on that one play, throwing on the run. This team and this offense is special, and they can win in spite of. I don't think that Cooper Rush played great. I don't. But I think that, you know, the weapons around him, and I think that, you know, the game started to slow down as the game went on. I think that it was just awesome. You had a bounce go your way with the Amari Cooper catch. And then Amari Cooper cooking what was that? A Cam Chancellor off the line. Boop, boop, great feet, fade ball, money. Seriously. And I thought that Dallas would run the ball right there. And what did they do? Fade, man. Like this game was flat out amazing. It really was, man. This was a fun game, and I gotta give I got to give Cooper, like I said, I'm not the guy who's going to, if I'm wrong, I'm going to say I'm wrong. We're going to move on. Let's talk about this defense. Oh, I got to give some love to, even though we just beat the Vikings, I got to give some love to Xavier Woods and Everson Griffin. Both of them played really, really well. As soon as Tyron Smith went out, you guys let me know what you're hearing about Tyron Smith. I hope everything's okay. As soon as Tyron Smith went out, Everson Griffin really started to kind of like, I would say wreck the game, but his bull rush, his speed, the power started to show. And then Xavier Woods, he just played a good game. Big tackles, had the forced fumble. So, and he had the interception, I believe. So he just played a big game. And that was one of Cooper Rush's goofy plays. Those safeties were inside of the hashes, so middle of the field closed. You don't want to get cute. You know, a quarterback rule, what I'm teaching my quarterbacks is you always want to understand middle of the field open, middle of the field closed. Two safeties, normally if they go to a cover 2 shell and they bail out of there to those numbers, okay, middle of the field is now open. That's why he was able to hit that seam. But when they tucked away like that, him and Harrison Smith, Xavier Woods and Harrison Smith like that, middle of the field closed, you can't force that ball to Jarwin. So that's a nugget for y'all. Let's talk defense. Tonight is why you drafted Micah Parsons. I'm going to do film on him. His range, his willingness, it was incredible. I mean, Micah Parsons is, I'd be hard, like, if he's going to play middle backer like that and then just play all the field like that, man, when I hate doing this, especially when it comes to legends, but when LeVar Arrington said Sean Taylor type talent, you saw it tonight, man. He literally looked like the best player on the field at times. Just like the most athletic, just jump off my screen player at times. He just did. Between him and Randy Gregory, because Randy Gregory had his way too, but the chips and some of those things. But late in the game, even with the penalty, I wasn't mad at Randy Gregory because he is a dog. He ain't a dog. He a dog. That boy a dog. Yeah. Listen, he got the late hit. The next play, he came back, got held, and still crushed Dalvin Cook. I thought that Dallas sent a message to Dalvin Cook early. I think it was his first run. Micah Parsons filled C-gap and was like, homie, I'm here. That's what it's going to take. I knew that's what it was going to take when you're playing a player like Dalvin Cook. Kirk just was unimpressive to me. Just looked small. He just didn't look like, I don't know. Justin Jefferson, I think you held him in check. Like 3 catches, maybe, if that. He got away from Diggs on a couple plays, and then they had 1 touchdown in the first quarter. This defense played lights out. Kazee, nothing behind them. Great job, Kazee. All that play action stuff, they were trying to do nothing. I thought Jaron Kearse got beat once. Everything else, he was right where he was supposed to be. But the player of the game on defense by far was Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons stole the show. Tonight is why you drafted him. His speed was on display. You got to win ugly. Dallas was able to win ugly. 2016, Cooper Rush did just enough. He did just enough. It came down to the last drive. You did just enough, and you won a football game. Cows win. You got Denver at home next weekend. You know, and to talk about Dak, Dak warmed up well. I was surprised he didn't play. But Dallas looks smart now for not playing him, but my whole thing was I didn't want Dallas to lose its momentum. That's a real thing in sports. 6-1 right now. Dallas is going to run away with the NFC East. I didn't want Dallas to lose his momentum. I know that Dak, if this was a playoff game, he would have played. It's fine, but, hey, okay. Let's get Dak back in the mix now. Let's get Prescott in the mix for this week. It's your boy Foots. Thank you guys always for liking, sharing, subscribe. Oh, yeah, by the way, 25,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm so thankful for you guys. It means the world to me. You guys know that. You guys have been with me. I appreciate and love each and every one of you.